better pass that out before they get here. Should be coming in soon.
How are the journals we wrote?
Come in.
Hello. Jonathan wrote his journals, and I translated for them.
I may take it that we are all acquainted with the facts that are in these papers. I will then make known something of the history of this man, so that we may take measures accordingly. There are such things as vampires. Some of us have evidence that they exist. I will admit that at first I was a skeptic. Over the years, I've kept an open mind. However, I myself would not have believed. If I had known what I know now, if I had even been able to make a good guess, then the life of one which we all love may have been spared. The Nosferatu do not die like a bee after it stings once.
Instead, they grow stronger with each attack, and being stronger have more power to work evil. This particular vampire has a strength of 10 or 20 men. He is of cunning more than mortal. Van Helsing has verified the facts of the legends. As far as Jonathan can tell, he never saw him eat. He lives on the blood of the living. He throws no shadow, nor can he be seen in the mirror.
He changed his shape so that he may be a wolf, a dog like jumped off a ship, or a bat like fluttered outside of Miss Lucy's window. He may become a mist and steal into a place through a crack in a door or window. My friends, this is much. There may be consequences that make the brave shudder. But to not do this would mean that many more will lose their lives. I myself am older, but you are young, and have many days before you. What say you?
I answer for me and myself. Nor with you.
Count me in, Professor.
I am in. We have a power on our friends, on our side, friends, as well. We have devotion to a cause which is not a selfish one. We have the tools of science, and we can work during the day while the enemy may only work at night.
What of your patient, Mr. Renfield? I understand you found him.
Found him and brought him back. A change of sorts has come over him. We found him at the chapel door to the house in Carfax, the one that Count made arrangements for with Jonathan. When we brought him back, he was subdued, apologetic, and may I say, almost saner than I'd ever seen him before, although with cases of madness such as this, one can never tell.
Jonathan and I went to the property to determine if anyone was living there.
We ventured inside, but it did not look lived in. There's a thick dust, exactly like we had last left it. But someone has put keys on the table. There's a large box filled with only earth.
I went back to Whitby, found out that upon that ghost ship were many other large boxes, just like this, all shipped to the address in Carfax.
But when we went in, there was only one box to be found.
The vampire must sleep in the presence of home from its earth, of earth from its homeland.
The danger, therefore, is imminent.
So, since we're all agreed, what is our first step?
We must go back to Carfax and find out where those other boxes have been shipped. Miss Mina must stay here and learn if she can see anything from Mr. Redfield.
They left to go discover the Count's whereabouts. I remained behind to try and gather information from Renfield. Ever since we found him at the chapel door, he seems to have formed a bond of trust with me. Perhaps the trust of a woman is what he needs. And there seems to be some link between him and the Count. If only we could see our way through his web of madness, we might be able to get some valuable information.
Our trip to Carfax proved fruitful in that we discovered numerous locations where the Count's boxes had been kept, one even in Piccadilly. An uneasy feeling about leaving Mina behind. We should not have done so. While the others went to Arthur's to strike a plan, I went home to Mina.
Well, this was a fruitful trip. Although we don't know exactly where the
Dr. Stewart, Dr. Van Helsing, come quickly. It's horrible. It's Renfield. Oh, Professor, it was horrible. His head, there's just so much blood. I didn't know what to do.
Oh God, this is bad. The entire side of the school is crushed.
Don't let them get me! Don't let them get me!
Don't let them.
Who are them?
The pale people! The Count! All day I wait to hear from him. He used to send me flies. He used to seven big fat ones with blue wings. He said he would send for me. He promised I could join them. That's right.
Give me some bandages. It's bad.
He came like a mist over the grass, and he said, all these lives will I give you and more if you follow me and none other. And I let him in. He seemed to drift in like a fog. I had the feeling Miss Mina was present, but I think that was a dream. She had been speaking to me, and before I knew what I was doing, I opened the window and I said, "Come in, Lord and Master."
Bridget, bring me some brandy, too.
Yes, sir.
You said you thought Mrs. Harker was in the room?
Yes. When Miss Harker came in to see me this afternoon, she wasn't the same. It was like tea after the teapot had been watered. I didn't know she was here until she spoke, and when she did, she didn't look the same. I don't care for the pale people. I like them with lots of blood in them, and hers that all seemed to run out. And when she went away, I began to think. And it made me mad to know he had been taking the life out of her. So when he did come tonight, I was ready for him. I saw him as a mist stealing in under the door, so I grabbed it tight. I had heard that man would have uncommon strength, so I resolved to use my power, for I have grown fond of Madam Mina. I think he felt it too, and I thought I was going to win, for I didn't want him to take any more of her life, until I saw his eyes. They burned into me, and my strength was like water. When I tried to cling to him, he raised me up and flung me down. Now I don't want to fall in. He's evil. I don't want to fall in.
Oh, bring some of this.
Yes. I know I am dying, but my soul has a case, Doctor.
No, it isn't. Just rest now. Rest in peace.
Yes. Peace. Thank you, Dr. Seuss.
We know the worst now. He's here, we know his purpose. If what he says is true, we must get back to the Harkers immediately. When we get there, if the door's locked, break it down.
Silence! If you make another sound, I will dash out his brains before your very eyes. And so you, like the others, would play your brains against mine. You would help these men to hunt me and frustrate me in my design. You know now, and they know in part already, and will know in full before long what it is to cross my path. They should have used their energy trees closer to home, whilst they play wits against me who's commanded nations hundreds of years before they were born. I was countermining them. And you, their best beloved, are now mine. Flesh, mine. Blood, mine. You shall now be my new helper and companion, along with these, your new sisters.